Alright, guys. Um, Pity party over. Okay? I had to give myself a minute. Um, that transit that we just spoke about, right? The whole Sun conjunct Mercury energy. Sabian symbol for that one. A woman in pastel colors carrying a heavy and valuable but veiled load. Again, we spoke about the energy of like, when I see you're carrying a heavy load, it's obvious giving me like the energy of burden, right? It's something valuable, but it's something that you try to keep hidden, keep it veiled, all right? Again, something about vitality does not find its exaltation in petty things, all right? So the vitality is where you need to really like man the fuck up. Listen, I have my moments. Obviously, due to the energy that's happening right now is the reason that I feel that way. But I'm going to read this out because it makes perfect sense to me. All right. It says, a modest woman with her own burdens is somewhat disinclined to open up. We consider here the basic importance of anchoring ourselves inwardly. In order to attend to our own issues, we must somehow cut ourselves off and establish a wall against intrusion. This can be done elegantly and without giving offense by veiling ourselves and being cautious about opening up to new things. Once again, this can be done elegantly and without giving offense by veiling ourselves and being cautious about opening up to new things. All right, so if you've been carrying some sort of veiled load, all right, it says it is best to avoid situations where there is pressure to conform to low standards of interaction. We must defend ourselves against the insidious vampirism of those people who drag us down to their level of mediocrity. If we lack true involvement, then external events are mostly a distraction. Any experience of enduring value is established only to the extent that we take personal responsibility for its outcome. All right, so the pity party is over. It's what I said, right? Like, obviously, that's the moment that I felt what I felt. I'm okay to share that with you guys on here because I'm a damn open book. You need to know something? Know it. I don't give a shit. That's how I am. Jazz, don't give a fuck. That's literally my name. Alright, Jazz, don't give a fuck. Okay? It's been like that for many, many years now. I have never changed that about me. But the energy overall, alright, pertaining to where we are going, it seems like a heavy load because sometimes you just don't know what's in front of you. And although you see synchronicities happening, what do you do about it? You can't change how you feel. You can't change what happened. It's overall like moving forward. Even if it makes you angry. That's the energy. Okay? That's how I feel about that. It becomes clear that most interactions are inconsequential and that the superficial variances between people are unimportant. If we are not careful, we can easily waste too much time and energy dealing with things of no ultimate worth. A certain reticence to become involved with such trivial matters may therefore be particularly helpful whenever we have heavy loads to carry. Okay? That's just what it is. Whatever. Alright. I've had enough of looking like a goddamn hot mess on camera. I don't care what you guys think. Felt like I had to share that after basically crying on camera. Who gives a shit either? You know, it's true shit. It's real feelings. It's real anger. Alright. It's Mercury retrograde, real life time with real life transits. Okay. And Jazz has a real life big ass fucking forehead. Okay. Whatever. Okay. What was I moving on to here? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm back. I needed a minute. I wanted to be having a pity party, apparently, with the fucking energy at the time. Anyway, we're moving on from that. Whatever. What is this? You know what's crazy? I use Lunarium for my planetary hours and how to track them. My location is supposed to be set in my location. It keeps on setting over to London. London. Okay. Is that in the, what, UK? Whatever. Alright, anyway, I'm at the hour of the moon on Jupiter day. Alright, so let's just write this energy down. Hour of the moon. What I wanted to speak about was, where is it? Later on tonight, we have Mars in Pisces, which just came up in my last reading as I was throwing a pity party. Alright, Mars in Pisces is going to semi-sextile. What is it? The North Node. That transit happens tonight at 9:03 p.m. So there was a 2-hour difference in between these two transits today. All right, something about who got the 411. That's what today's reading. This is what I'm going to call it. Who's got the 411? All right. I don't know if back in the day when we used to dial 411, it would be like... Let me look this up, because I would be so dumb if I was to say this and not even remember what it meant. But I feel like... Dialing 411. It had to be for information, obviously. So most companies allow you to access directory assistance service by dialing 411. Alright, so who has the 411? Who's directing your assistance here? Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know. A toll-free number or a number that starts with 1010. Other directory assistance services require a different dialing pattern, such as 555 or 1212. That's significant. I've been seeing these numbers. 555, let's put a star on that. That means overall major change. And then the energy of 1212 on the clock, I've been seeing a lot as well. Or 1010. These numbers are significant, guys. Alright, but we're speaking about Mars and Pisces, semi-sextile, the energy of the North Node. Now, normally a sextile would bring in, what is it? Harmony. Alright, compatibility. A semi-sextile, let me just get it right. Alright, hold on. There we go, boom, exactly where I needed it. This aspect occurs when planets or other astrological points are 30 degrees from each other. When this aspect occurs, the celestial body involved are in neighboring signs, which means there is a potential for friendly connection. At the same time, this can also be a real disaster if they don't want to work together. When you spot a semi-sextile, consider how the different energies can be integrated for maximum potential. Some about that. Okay. Now we're speaking about Mars and Pisces. Now, if I was to pull up the energy of Mars and Pisces, it speaks of escape. Alright, escape. Where Mars needs to take action, Pisces wanting more so understanding, sympathy, and sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? Some about that in the energy today. Again, 9:03 p.m. Something about 9:03. Spirit say, go look in your angel number book. Okay. there's a reference, a heavy reference for me specifically on what I just saw freaked me out. There's a heavy significance on addresses for me today in the synchronicities. So 703 came out and 903 came out. Weird. Okay, so 903 says to navigate. It says look at your game plan. Okay, the present situation can be tricky to navigate, but your angels applaud your efforts. Your determination and stamina are not unnoticed by the divine. Take a step back today and reconsider your game plan for moving forward. Fortify yourself where you can and eliminate what no longer serves you. 904 says life purpose. Your values hold the key to your life's purpose. So whatever it is that you value is of significance. It came out in the reading that I just did. Your angels ask you to look inward to your core beliefs and take from there what your next steps need to be. Write down your core values and reflect on what life would look like if you were living in alignment with them. All right, so let's look up 703. I feel like that's of significance as well. All right, 703, emotional limits. You can say no. Some people and situations in your life have become dependent on your prioritizing them over yourself. Your angels want you to notice your people-pleasing behaviors and address them. It's not selfish to say no. Journal about a present situation you feel forced into and come up with some ideas about how you can create boundaries for yourself. That energy that I just read for was the conjunction of Sun and Mercury, and it came out with the energy of domination. It's almost like someone feeling that they need to force you into being in the energy of assertion is what it was. Some about that. Okay? That was the angel numbers and the guidance that I received from that energy. What did we just see? Navigation. So when I look up the energy of something about who's got the 411 and having a specific directory assistance service number to go to, it was almost like that was today's energy. Today is like you asking spirit to navigate you to where you need to go to next. Or at least tuning into the energy of your internal, how do you say it? The energy of your intuition to guide you. When I started that reading, I had no clue where it was going, but it was super emotional for me. I'm okay with sharing that with you guys. I'm not afraid. All right. So Mars and Pisces later on tonight at 9:03 p.m. In between 9:03 and 9:04 is where this transit takes place. It's a semi-sextile energy though. So if being in neighboring houses, meaning Pisces is right next to Aries, right? Where the North Node is, we're speaking about escaping and the energy of your destiny. Some about that. All right, I'm going to read out escape. And obviously, I can, I guess. I don't know if this whole North Node energy is in here. North Node, South Node. Let me check it out. Let's just look at the other one. Hold on a second. Obviously, we all know what North Node is, but just to give it like the correct terminology. Ooh, the energy today. My goodness. Okay, North Node. Destiny, your purpose, activation. Alright, so the North Node is a point of destiny and the path of evolution for you to fulfill your karmic purpose in this lifetime. The North Node calls on you to step into unexplored terrain that will require you to face challenges head on. Each lesson leveling you up toward soul satisfaction. It is often a stretch and requires you to step out of your comfort zone of the South Node where your natural skills lie to embody new skills that you can grow into and excel at. Through these tough lessons, you gain wisdom and activate your true purpose of what you're here on earth to do in this lifetime. Okay. So Mars in Pisces with the North Node in Aries. All right, let's read out Mars in Pisces. I've read this before, but I'll read it again. All right, so the depiction specifically for this card says, a woman in a chariot pulled by tigers escapes from something she has to turn back and see. Servants accompany her flight. On the seal above, a boy rides a dolphin, symbol of the power of the sea. The Buddha suggests escape from the material world. So the fact that Mars in Pisces sits in my second house of finances, I feel that this could be definitely significant, because the second house has to do with the material world as well, right? It's Taurus's energy. Those people with Mars Pisces combination are dedicated to understanding sympathy and sacrifice. They use this idealistic energy in visionary and sensitive ways. A great deal of their powers are thrown into the development of the Piscean imagination, which, if they are fortunate to be able to share it with others, becomes a very fulfilling part of life. If Mars Pisceans have the necessary ability to develop their imaginations as an artistic talent, they will have unlimited scope for creativity. People with this planet sign combination always feel a great need to help others in caring ways. This may involve working in a position and situations in which they take on a supportive background role, and often this card indicates work for or within a large institution, usually in one of the caring professions. The Mars and Pisces combination highlights a personality that can be somewhat secretive and could involve a secret love, a plot, or even hidden enemies. When this card is drawn in a reading, it may show that the questioner's desire to please others to the exclusion of personal needs has placed him or her with a complex and uncomfortable relationship or situation. Mars in Pisces is very rarely a fighting aspect, and more often than not, eventually, when all other options fail, leads one to escape from a situation by any means available. All right. So events speak about using great energy to extract oneself from a tricky situation, working extremely hard for the benefit of others, and shutting one's eyes to the reality of a situation. What came out earlier for me when I rolled the astro dice in that reading was Cancer in the 6th house with the energy of Neptune. Heavy on the water energy there. All right. The Vision card came out in that reading. Being assertive came out in that reading. Independence came out in that reading. This is a heavy, heavy energy here. All right, but a woman in a chariot pulled by tigers escapes from something she has to turn back and see. We just spoke about the energy of the North and South Node, right? The North Node is where you're heading, your destiny, your life purpose. But utilizing what you've learned in your past life, South Node energy, to bring and utilize that in this present lifetime. All right. So servants accompany her flight. On the seal above, a boy rides a dolphin. Dolphins are what? Very, very, how you call it? Spiritual animals. Their imagination is like insane, right? Because they're very, very smart animals. It says the symbol of the power of the sea. The sea gives me Neptune's energy. Neptune is the ruler of the sea, right? And then the Buddha suggests escapes from the material world. I don't know. Anytime I see a Buddha, I'm thinking of like, you know what I mean? like being very grounded, like high on spiritual energy. It's just like super ascension energy, in which, yes, you may be sacrificing your time, your energy for someone else. Okay? So shutting one's eye to the reality of your situation is what I'm getting from that energy. All right? So that's the whole Mars and Pisces semi-sextile North Node. Do I feel that this energy works well? I want to say yes, and then I want to say no. All right. I don't know what I want to say at this time, because I don't know. The energy is not here yet. It's coming 9:03 p.m. tonight. So something about the numbers 555, 1212, 1010, and who has the 411? All right, something about navigation. We just read it out from the Angel Numbers book. Okay, something about navigation. When I see 903 and 703. I didn't look up 411. Let's look it up. Woo-wee. What is this all about? All right, and 411, important relationships. It says, see the value in those that you love. This number calls you to select one relationship close to you and nurture it in an attentive and loving way. Tell a loved one how much you care for them. Appreciate them and see them in your life. Make time for them as you communicate how important they are to you. I feel that definitely goes with the energy, because Mercury is in retrograde. The sun is bringing some sort of enlightenment to what's happening right now. This conjunction is like, this is your time to speak your piece. If someone is an important relationship in your life, say so. All right. Heavy energy. Heavy energy. Okay. In fact, I'm going to roll the astro dice on that. I'm getting 555 could mean that you need change in your life. All right. I'm seeing 1212. So December 12th could be significant. 1010. So that's October 10th could be significant. Let me just see this year if those dates have specific meaning. October 10th is the first quarter moon in Capricorn, which technically it's Libra season. It does have to do with relationships. All right. And 12/12 will be December 12th. I don't see anything significant on that day. I know what that means to me because I have a friend's birthday that's on 12/12. The Sag. First quarter moon in Capricorn. Let's see what that means. Unleashing your kindest self. Something about the solar plexus chakra, which has to do with fire elements, obviously. All right. It says, are you being too hard on yourself or someone else? Do you think you need to be strict with yourself or other people to get where you want to go? Your challenge now is to be disciplined in terms of doing what needs to be done to get what you want without sucking all the joy out of it. Feeling good about life is one of the most powerful tools you have when it comes to manifesting. So be kind and be your most charming self. It's good to be realistic, but you don't want to have the stench of reality so far up your nose that you can no longer smell life's perfumes. I like that. It's almost like, don't be fucking snotty, bitch. It's good to be realistic, but you don't want to have the stench of reality so far up your ass that you can't no longer smell life's perfumes. All right. Enough joking around. All right. So the manifesting mindset of this is butting heads with others just wears you out in the end. So get into the right mindset for manifesting by deciding you're no longer going to take the bait or provoke a situation. Don't be petty was the energy. Don't be petty. What was it? Vitality does not find its exaltation in petty things. Okay, I get the point. Tuning into your manifestation powers. This is where the solar plexus energy comes in. Speaking of vitality, the solar plexus chakra is your center of courage and confidence. This energy can restore vitality and help you to feel brighter and more secure. You see how the energy comes together when I do the research of the synchronicities? I love it. Visualize yourself in a column of shimmering yellow sunlight. Hold the card to your solar plexus and call in the energies by repeating the version of Louise Hay's famous affirmation. Energies of the first quarter moon in Capricorn. Thank you for reminding me that I am a loving child of the universe. Okay. So when to manifest your magic is, it says the best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Capricorn on a Saturday, which is Saturn's day, or during Saturn's hour. Obviously, the first quarter moon takes place when the sun is in Libra and the moon is in Capricorn. So again, that's going to be that whole 10-10 portal. Okay? That could be significant in Libra season pertaining to relationships, which we just read out in the book of angel numbers. Okay? That's what I got with that. Interesting. Who's got the 411? See how the interesting messages come through? When you look into the synchronicities, it all comes together. All right. Don't be a snotty bitch. That's the message. Oh. Okay. It's like time to step into your, your destiny. Step into your destiny. Okay. Okie doke. I need to read. What do I read? Soul's journey. I need energy first, right? Did I roll those astro days? If I did, tell me. But I have Gemini in the 7th house, which is a sun, moon, rising Sagittarius. So someone who has a sun in Sag could be significant. I literally just said I have a friend, his birthday is on 12/12, sun in Sag. Okay. Or just the energy of Sagittarius is like literally in the building. Higher knowledge, spirituality, foreign travel, associations with foreign people, that type of thing. Okay. I'm a rising Sag, so this is definitely speaking to me. Balance. All right, so that's definitely Libra energy there. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Honesty. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. Heavy on the purple. Wow. The indigo and the purple. Third eye crown. Okay. And then death. See what I'm saying? It's almost like you know where you're going. You need to be balanced. You need to be honest. You need to step into the energy of love. And it's giving me death the fucking ego. What did I put? Don't be a snotty bitch. I am learning that endings are merely new beginnings. All right. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. And I feel that that's where the energy of fear comes in, right? Like when you don't know what the near future looks like. What you're giving a new or birthing a new idea into. Like in the last reading, I spoke about the whole candle thing, right? Like wanting to start a candle business. How do you do this? You don't know. You don't know, but you can't doubt yourself either, because whatever's ending in the past, this is a new beginning where, hello, green color, it's opening up the energy of your heart chakra. Whereas we just spoke about that whole 10-10 energy with the first quarter moon in Capricorn, speaking about the courage and the bravery you need from the solar plexus energy. After solar plexus comes your heart chakra. Okay, here we go. Empathy. Wow. So I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And that just kind of gives me where the energy of polarity between the masculine and the feminine energies in which you embody, we all embody, right? There's balance that's needed there. Empathy. Yeah, and change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That's very clear. It's very clear. Because whatever is being required of you right now is being required for you to take assertive action. Right? That came out. Like utilizing the energy of the vision, stepping into your assertive energy here to be able to move forward. All right. Again, I'm bouncing back and forth from this whole sun conjunction with Mercury at 7:03, because that's literally the time I started the reading earlier. But I'm also speaking about the energy coming up here with Mars and Pisces semi-sextile over to the energy of the North Node, the part of your destiny. All right, that's what I'm getting at. So nothing can evolve or change without movement. I don't know, but I feel you are being navigated. Who's got the 411 is what I was getting. Change is coming in. 555, 1212, and 1010. All right. Spirit said pull Astro. I mentioned Sag. Adventurous, free, and philosophical. And transits, insight, movement, and change. Maybe Sag season this year could be significant. Or when the next moon cycle moves into Sagittarius. Let me see when that is. I don't know. 25th, 26th, and 27th. Any important transits happening that day? I'm seeing a trine with the energy of the moon in Scorpio to Mars and Pisces, and we're speaking about Mars and Pisces sextile the energy of the North Node. All right, so although I feel the sun will already be by then in Taurus, North Node is currently still in Aries, and then we'll have Mars that steps into Aries on the 30th of this month. You know what I mean? So again, it's like stepping right into your destiny and taking assertive action. So the trine within water element could be significant, whereas today we had a trine with the air element. Yeah, because it's trining the moon with Scorpio over to Mars, as well as even into Neptune. Neptune is what? Of the imagination. You know what I mean? So that could be significant. And then where we have the moon moving into Sag that very day, all right, the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, the following trine will then be with fire element, whereas the moon will be in Sag trining to Mercury that's in Aries. All right. And then to Chiron, I'm pretty sure North Node is in there as well. Yep. So the trine to the North Node, Mercury, and Chiron that day on the 27th. All right. That's significant here for Sagittarius energy. Came out in Astro Dice, was right on the bottom of the deck there. All right, I'm seeing 1212. That is the very last decan of Sagittarius season, by the way. We don't step into Capricorn, I believe, until about the 19th, 20th, maybe, of December. What am I trying to